Hello, JPU family. Welcome to another episode.
A very warm good night to you, Mr. President Peter Phillips, my good friend, on your first conference as leader of the People's National Party. A very warm welcome to my other good friend, former Prime Minister and former leader of this great party, Portia Simpson Miller. It is a pleasure to see you here tonight. And may I use this opportunity to say congratulations on a career that has been well served for the people of Jamaica and the people of the Caribbean. I know what it is to be inspired as a young girl by female leaders, as I was by Eugenia Charles as a young Caribbean woman. A pleasant good evening as well to all of the officers and members, many faces I recognize in this audience, having worked across the region with you. And of course to all of the members and friends of the People's National Party, and to those of you who are listening wherever you are. This is a distinct privilege for me.
So guys, today I want to talk to you about Prime Minister Mia Mottley of Barbados. And I showed you that opening statement of her presence at the PNP's conference in 2017, just to lay the foundation to show you that Mia has been a long-time friend of the PNP. She was actually in opposition at the time when she was invited to speak at the conference of Dr. Peter Phillips and the PNP. And, you know, Mia and the PNP, they're like, kind of like sister parties. You know, they share a lot in common. And one of the things that I want to bring to you today is Mia's stance on misinformation and disinformation, you know, in her country. And the recent stance in Jamaica of same. Andrew Holness and his administration recently said that they're going to clamp down on misinformation and disinformation, because any well-thinking, intelligent person would understand that disinformation and misinformation is a very dangerous thing in any country. It can cause people to be harmed and even killed. But the PNP of all parties rejected it strongly. And that's why I keep telling people that this Rise United movement does not embody the PNP. They are not the PNP, because the PNP, which we all know, would have supported this. But Rise United has no political decorum, identity, and they have no decency. They believe and they use disinformation and misinformation. They believe in those things. That is their tactic and style of politics. Hear what Mia has to say.
We need to control the inappropriate use of social media to circulate memes that hurl insults, or share videos that denigrate groups like young women, young girls, or promote the attraction of guns, or indeed the sending of direct messages to issue threats and to deliberately generate fake news, news that we know to be fake. Sending of direct messages to issue threats and to deliberately generate fake news, news that we know to be fake. Fake news, news that we know to be fake. Or indeed the sending of direct messages to issue threats and to deliberately generate fake news, news that we know to be fake. We must monitor and balance the excessive screen time and exposure to violent content. This nation's children are being desensitized to violence through the non-stop playing of video games and the overuse and misuse of social media.
So who and what do these guys represent? Because it cannot be the people of Jamaica. It cannot be the People's National Party. It cannot be righteousness. And this certainly is not politics. Guys, over on this channel, we've said from the beginning when we heard that this clampdown was coming, that we support it and Jamaica needs it. We have seen members of this Rise United movement, people who are aspiring to become member of parliament, go around the country recording citizens, private citizens, lying on them and putting them on social media, putting their lives at risk. So that alone in and of itself is enough for us over here to say, we support this move. But they will not, because that is their tactic and their style of politics. We cannot have this in Jamaica. And Jamaica and Barbados aren't the only countries talking about this and trying to put policies in place. Many countries are doing it, right? Remember also that over on this channel, we said that the Minister of Education must address policies regarding cell phone use in schools. We cannot have that. I have seen the kids in schools on TikTok during school hours doing some unspeakable things. In the US, in schools, there are policies that regulate cell phone use. Kids cannot use cell phones in schools, I know, right? Because it's a distraction and they're there to learn. So we need that in Jamaica. We not only need to regulate social media, misinformation and disinformation, we also need to regulate cell phone use, social media use, internet use in our schools. It's distracting our kids. They are the future. And if they are not learning, what future do we have? I just wanted to bring this to your attention to show you that what we have in Jamaica right now, where our politics is concerned, is the Jamaica Labour Party versus the Rise United movement. The PNP is not functioning. The PNP is out of commission right now. Rise United movement is hell-bent that they're going to destroy Jamaica and they're going to character assassinate Andrew Holness in order to form the next government. This is a dangerous set of people. They have no boundaries. Look at Dr. Phillips. Look at the relationship between Mia and Dr. Phillips and how Mia respected the PNP and those guys. Have you seen Mia Motley having any interaction with these people? Mia Motley is the sister-in-law of the current Senator Donna Scott Motley in Jamaica, right? You don't see that woman engaging these people. They are dangerous and unfit to lead a country. And by their deeds, you shall know them.
Issues related to misinformation and disinformation. There's a lot of talk about this area, and I think it's important that we clarify. The administration has always been and will always be deeply committed to protecting democracy in Jamaica. And we are deeply committed to protecting democracy from any threats that there are. And governments around the world are dealing with this issue of misinformation and disinformation, especially on social media. And we've seen it. We know what happens. Anyone can say anything and it is amplified around the country and around the world. And it is important that as we protect the rights of our people and protect the right to freedom of expression and speech, that at the same time it is grounded in truth. And so we love the robust debate. And I say it all the time. It is important in a democracy that we can have dissent. And that we can say, you're not doing good as a government. We don't like what you're doing, or you need to do this better. That's what a democracy is. And that's fine. And that's what we want to encourage, but not encouraging persons to post blatant lies online that then fuel a lot of this issue of disinformation and misinformation. And so it's very important that we understand that what the government is saying is that what is posted on social media needs to be based in truth. And in that vein, what we have said is that where there are issues or instances where we know individuals have posted things that are not true, that
Guys, make sure you're keeping it locked here to Jamaica Politics University, where you get all the political news, reviews, and updates. The best. Make sure you are tuning in to our live broadcast, Monday through Fridays at 7 p.m. Jamaica time. And guys, be sure to subscribe, turn on your notification so that you get every upload that we do here on this channel. Tell your friends about this channel. Make them come over here, come hang out with us. See you in the next video, guys. Take care.